All right, guys, I'm here at the chalet again today. It's been a couple weeks since our first update. So we're going to show you guys around inside. They're finishing up framing in the next couple days. About ready to move on to mechanicals. Let's take a look inside. All right, it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since our last update. I'm down here below the chalet in the woods because these guys got a generator going on up there. It's a little hard to hear. But I want to show you guys around. We've done quite a bit of framing inside. We've torn out the old stairs, which were in terrible shape and kind of in the wrong position, had some head height issues. We're putting in a new stair going down to the basement in a new location, which allows us to open up the kitchen, make it larger in there. It looks like these guys got a couple more days. I'm hoping that we can start getting into rough mechanicals, running wire, plumbing, all that fun stuff next week. But let's take a look inside, show you guys around the Lokal Chalet Project.
Okay, so one of the biggest changes you'll see is we finally got our front windows installed. This is the biggest change we've made to this building. Similar as we did our last A-frame, big wall of glass here. There were their small windows. Pretty simple, 2 headers in there. Structurally, this is not terribly difficult to do. We're getting our windows from Anderson 100 series. They're pretty economical, and we like to do this in every project. You got to get a double height space in there. Big wall of glass. Let those light and views in. This stuff was taken a couple weeks ago before we started the framing of the first floor, so I'll show you what it looked like then, and then in a minute or so we'll see what it looks like now. So the first floor is completely opened up. That's the old stairway there, which is right in the middle of the kitchen. The stair is gone. It needed to be relocated a little bit. You can see the light just pouring in. This massive wall of glass completely transformed this space. This is looking from the front, the windows behind me. This is where the new stair needs to go back in. These guys finished demoing the old stair, and they're putting a new stair to the basement as well. We also got a kind of temporary beam here. We're relocating the structure in the basement and some new walls that we're framing above to carry all the loads and leave this nice and open up here. We've got our new reclaimed beams that still need to go up here. But you can see this is looking from the kind of the bottom of the second floor. It's beautiful, big, bright space. It's gonna be our living room. We're gonna have a wood-fired stove here. It's gonna be real nice, real nice. Here I'm just showing the old flooring here. Since we have something to go on top of, we're gonna put our new subfloor on top of this. It doesn't need to be fancy tongue and groove because we have that base, so that'll save us a couple bucks. Alright, here we are fast forwarding to this week. The guys have got all the framing done on the first floor. They're putting the new stair from the first to the second floor. The old stair didn't allow us to get access to the basement where we wanted it to, and it had some head height issues up there, and it was really poorly built. So these guys are building it from scratch. Now, I do love a good stair design, but here we are really going down and dirty and just basic stair. This is a chalet, rustic. We don't need to spend a ton of money on this stair. We're spending the main budget on this big open space and new windows and glass and just raising the ceilings up. But these guys are doing a nice job. Alright, here's the framing downstairs. We've got a flexible bathroom I like to say, and a bedroom that they've framed here. So this first little room that we're going to go into is not going to have a door right there. It's going to go right into a sink that's open to the hallway, and then we'll have a framed in toilet there, which will have its own door, obviously. And this other little room is going to have a door and is the shower. So dividing this space up a little bit allows this bathroom to be very flexible, and especially in a vacation home use. Sorry for the shaking, there's stuff all over the floor and I keep tripping. It just allows us to be a lot more flexible. Somebody can be in the shower, somebody can be in the toilet room, and the sink is open. You can tell what's going on. Just makes the space a lot more usable without having to get a whole extra bathroom or powder room. You kind of see it here from the other angle. The sink will be right there on the left. Bathroom, toilet to our right. So we're keeping the bedroom on the first floor, and all of our bedrooms really in these vacation homes pretty small, focusing on the common spaces, making them big. Nice. This bed could be a king or queen. It'll be slammed up against that one wall, and we'll have just enough clothes storage and luggage storage under the bed, some hanging storage here, maybe some shelves above that window. Just enough for what people need. We're going to go out here. This is the dining room space to our left that exits to the deck with a nice patio door. That's actually our hot tub and a big box in front of us. It's a cedar hot tub kit. The main kitchen is going to be right there in between these two doors and underneath that window with an island in front. Got some of our structural stuff on the floor, our beams there, our lolly columns that need to go in the basement. All these new walls are structural here, which helps support that and keeps this space wide open. Alright, we're going to head outside next and cover some of our landscaping plans.
Also met with our landscaper on site today to show him where I want this trail coming down to this fire pit area behind me. It doesn't look like much right now, but I'll give a little more detail on what he plans to do. And he also pointed out a couple of beautiful trees that I was a little bit worried about, but he thinks they're in great health, and with a little bit of work, we can keep them going for years to come, which I'm super excited about. All right, here we are behind the house. This is where the deck is going to lead to a path right here. Met with a landscaper today, and he's going to bring a nice path down here. Probably just put wood chips on it, and then we're going to head down to this little clearing down here in between some trees. He's going to clean all this area up, and he's going to put some railroad ties here and level out this area and create a nice fire pit area right in the middle of this, fill it with stone, and it should be a pretty nice spot. Then we'll bring landscape lighting down this path, maybe put some lights up in the trees. Another thing I was really happy about, we got two beautiful white oaks, and in his expert opinion, he thinks they're in really good shape, thinks we should have a tree guy come and prune them up, make them a little smaller so the wind and snow don't damage them in the future. But I was really happy that he really liked the look of them. These kind of little outdoor landscape things are something that goes a long ways. Nothing needs to be really fancy here. You know, we're not spending a ton of money down here. We'll probably spend a couple $1,000s with him. He's gonna clean up all the crap that we have around here. We've got 30 acres, so he'll lose it in the woods way back. We won't have to take it off site, which is nice, save some money. But just creating these little spots really doesn't cost a lot. It doesn't take a lot of effort. If we were doing this ourselves like we did at our original A-frame, then we'd rent a machine for, you know, a day or two, cost a couple $100, get a couple $100 worth of stone delivered, and do this ourselves. It wouldn't be a big deal. Nice little weekend project probably, if not 3 days. But we're not doing that here, so this guy's will come in and knock it out in a day. Well worth it. This is what makes a space. People are gonna be hanging out here nonstop, getting away, hanging out in the woods, just chilling.
I wanted to give you guys a peek of this other beautiful white oak in the front. This thing is just glorious. And you can see this from just sitting on the couch in the living room. It's going to be beautiful. I think we're going to light this up a little bit with some landscape lighting. This is what you see from the entrance. And the entrance has gotten cleared out a little bit from construction, but we'll definitely bring some landscaping back here, maybe some evergreens, try to kind of hide this view so there's more of a reveal when you enter the property. And again, looking at this front facade, this is so important. This is kind of our go-to simple 2 headers, 3 rows of economical windows. None of these things are operating, but in a different house you could have sliders on the ground floor or 1 slider. This just changes the house and is well worth the investment. Probably about $5,000 worth of glass here. And this is what it looks like looking out at that tree from inside. Not a great view right now, but you get the point.
All right, thanks for tuning in this week, guys. Hopefully in the next visit we'll have plumbing, electric installed. You can start to see where all our light fixtures, plumbing fixtures, the layout will become a little bit more obvious. If you like this video, like and subscribe below. I hate saying it, but you gotta do it. Thanks.